welcome back to Real American Cougar. Tonight we're going to talk about, I have had a friend recently, a couple friends, and they're just having quite the bad time. And some of them have had a bad time for quite some time, and some of them are just having an extra amount of stress. And these people are alone. It's hard to deal with things when you're alone. And they've been kind of talking to me about it, and I understand where they're coming from. When I did a episode, I think it was number 3, about outing myself, and I told a little bit about my younger years and how I was brought up and the belief system that I was brought up in, and how I was taught that you don't be conceited and you stay humble, and vanity and pride were not good things. That was a sin. Pride is a sin, one of the 7 deadliest. Matter of fact, no showing off. Be modest. Don't always put other people above yourself. And it was very hard to accept myself for many, many years, and to really know that I deserved anything else that anyone else deserved in life, good things in life. And these people, I don't know if that's their background or not, but that's where I started out. And my friends are having this bad time, and some of them are older women, and what have they done wrong, and when is it going to end? And I just want to tell you that you are allowed to admire yourself. No matter how bad you think it is, there are things about you that are very admirable. And not only are other people inspired by you, perhaps by watching your struggle in some way, but they also admire you. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, and this is a little bit more about outing myself, and this is more recent. This is in more recent life, and I'm going to talk about my last 12 or 14 years that I've been through. In my last 12 or 14 years, and a lot of people don't think this, and they don't know this, I don't tell very many people, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it out there. A lot of people think that I just have it just grand, and I'm fairly stable and everything is fine. And I live a good life, and I do live a good life. I do. I'm very grateful for the life I live right now. But in the last 12 or 14 years, you would not believe, and I find it hard to believe that I am where I am, because I was homeless twice. I got divorced. I lost everything twice. I was involved in a very serious court action that could have changed my life drastically and ruined me financially. And I was offered plea bargains. I was offered bargains. Take this and agree to that. And I never did, because I knew I wasn't guilty. And I wasn't going to gamble with my life that way. If I was going to gamble, I was going to go for the whole enchilada, and I was going to go to court. And I won not guilty by unanimous jury vote. I was exonerated, but it took me 5 years to do that, to get to court. And when you're involved in something, sometimes people will judge you from what they hear and what people say. And it was a very hard 5 years for me. It was very hard years for me. I ended up, that was one of the reasons I ended up not able to work, because people wouldn't give me a job. People didn't want to hire somebody like me. So I went through that, and I got through that. And then the most recent thing, after starting over twice, and the most recent thing, when I finally did think I was really happy, I was alone most of these years. I had friends, I had relationships, maybe one relationship steady in those years, on and off. But I really just, things were happening to me that I was overwhelmed. I just could not control. I was totally overwhelmed. And then when I thought that I was truly happy, and I thought that life had eased off, and things were like evening out, and things were really going good, and when I thought I was happiest I ever had been in my life, I was near fatally physically assaulted. This all happened in the last 12 to 14 years of my life. Just boom, 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 boom. I just thought, holy cats. If anybody could have gave up a million times, I could have. I was ready to go out and buy the shotgun. It was terrible. I don't even want to think about it right now. I don't even want to think about it. At times it scares me to think about it. But I found that I did not admire myself after through all that. Even though I lived through all that, I made it through all that, and I made it to where I am now. I have a stable environment. I have my own home. I can take care of myself. I'm back to financially fine and comfortable. After all of this, you know, it can be done. It can be done. Is it easy? No, it's not. But it can be done. But no one would ever have an idea. I mean, nobody thinks that I ever, some people think I never had it hard, and that's not true. And I'm not saying this to get sympathy or to, you know, get attention or anything. What I'm saying is, after going through all that, it was very hard for me to admire myself as a person. And one thing you need to do is admire yourself. You are worth your admiration. You do not need to hold anyone else in any higher esteem than you hold yourself. And I think that us single, mature women and any person it goes true for, but especially us. We've had so many experiences. We've been through a lot. We're still on our own. We're still taking care of ourselves. And I think that this little talk here, it should be called How to Become an Admirable Person, or How to Become a Person That You Admire, or How to Admire Yourself. So I've been spending time trying to admire myself, and it takes work. But the first thing to do to admire yourself is to go ahead and just let yourself be yourself. You know, don't worry about how anyone sees you or how you sound. Take me, for example. I'm outspoken, I have no filter, I have a kind of a warped sense of humor at times. And I enjoy being myself, I enjoy being comical, I enjoy trying to understand complicated things. But I just enjoy being myself. I have to be honest. I look up and down and I blush on my face, and everybody knows that I can't tell a lie because everybody knows I'm lying, so there's no sense for me to even try to lie, and then I can't remember what that one was, so if I have to follow on the story, I can keep everything straight. So I can't do anything but be myself. I have no filter, and I'm outspoken, and I can't do anything else but be myself. So just start by giving yourself a break and being yourself. Sit down. Who am I? What am I? What do I want? I want peace. That's what I want. I want to be able to be myself, and people to still, you know, people still enjoy me even though I have flaws. That's what I want to do. Enjoy myself, be myself, flaws and all. That's what I want to do. Second thing is the KISS method. I'm sure you've heard of the KISS method. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that is the best method for getting through life. If you overthink things, the more complicated things get, the more confusing things get. So you don't have to overthink things. Try to just keep going, you know, straightforward, easy going. This is where you create your own flow. People talk about, oh, my flow this, my flow that. Well, this is where you create your way of keeping things simple and taking things one step at a time and moving at your pace, whatever that is, so that you can make the best out of every situation. Don't overthink. Don't add to something that you don't need to add to, that doesn't even belong there. Just take each part, a little part at a time, and create your own flow and keep things simple and laid back. And, you know, it'll be much, much easier to get comfortable with yourself. Live your dreams. It's okay to dream. I had dreams. All through those 12 to 14 years, I had dreams. If I wouldn't have had dreams of my own, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be overwhelmed in the fact that, hey, maybe some of my dreams came true if I wouldn't have had them in the first place. But live your dreams. We talked about creating your life. This is the time where your dreams should be attainable. You know, even though you've been through everything, every obstacle that you could go through, if you just keep plugging forward and don't forget that you had ideas of what you wanted your life to be. Just because you're older, just because you're mature, just because you're alone does not mean that those dreams still don't come true and you still don't have them. You can do it on your own. I did it on my own. You can too. Create that life. Create those dreams. One thing that you really need to do, and it's really hard to do, and I need to do it, I'm working on it, and I'm really getting the hang of it, is to quit being a fixer and a helper. You don't have to fix and help everybody. You can't fix and help everybody. Do what makes you happy. It's okay to say no to people. I have a hard time saying no when people need something, or I have a hard time offering my help when people have situations, and people are adults and they can make their own decisions and they can work things out the way they want to, and I have an awful hard time, especially in the profession that I'm in, has reinforced that all my life, saying, well, I'll help you. What do you need? What do you want? Or I'll do this for you. Or, let me help you with that. No, people need to be able to do things independently on their own, and I just need to stop. So I am working on stopping that, and I am working on doing what I need to do and saying no. If I'm too tired to, if somebody is really having a crisis, I got you. If you're really having a crisis, and you really need help and you have no way to get anywhere that you absolutely have to do. I mean, I'm not saying I won't do a person a favor, but I am not anymore putting anyone above myself when it comes to doing what I need to do. And that's perfectly okay to do that. It's perfectly okay. And it's not easy, but it can be done. I'm practicing. I'm still practicing that. I don't care what other people think. And I don't mean don't care what other people think. Well, dress outlandishly and go out and do whatever you want, and who cares what other people think. What I'm talking about is don't care what other people think of where you were and now where you are. There are people, if you get through all your struggles and you make it out on top, there are people that are going to be happy, happy, happy for you. There are other people who are not going to be happy for you, and they don't mind telling you that they're not happy for you. That's just flat out envy. That's not right at all. And the more these people that are not happy for you because they see that you are improving in life and you are attaining in life and you are getting through your struggles, we don't need them. We don't need negative people. They're going to hold you back. You're going to hear what they say, and in the back of your mind is going to say, yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe I am this or that. Well, you're not. You're not. You are what you think you are. You need to be able to admire the things that you are able to do, the strides that you've made, the goals that you've reached, even if they're small. Don't worry what anybody else says. Don't worry. Pat yourself on the back. Take the compliments of the people that love you, and see that you've been trying and you've been working hard. And when it comes to the haters, hey, what are you going to say? The old saying, haters going to hate. They can go over there. Just keep on. Keep on doing what you need to do and be happy for yourself. Let confidence be your superpower. I found out that confidence really, really, really works. There's a lot of situations where I went and shaken in my boots, job applications and interviews, and just, all kinds of things. When I first came here to start this video, I just was like, and just new things scare me. But, have confidence. We talked about acting as if. Put your shoulders up, put your head up, put that smile on your face. Take stock in what you know. You know what you know. Nobody can take that from you. And your experience means a lot. You don't need 100 degrees on the wall or even 1 degree on the wall. Your experience means a lot. Be confident. Make confidence your superpower. The more you dress up and show up and get out there and do what you need to do and appear confident, the more people will see that you are confident, and you will gain confidence, and that will be your superpower to moving toward and getting the things that you need to get out of life. Now that you've been through all this struggle, all that's out of the way. Make confidence your superpower. Develop integrity. That's one thing that we need to start doing early in life, is developing integrity. Integrity means that our words and our actions match. That's what integrity means. It means that when you tell somebody something, you're honest about it, and you're going to do what you say you're going to do. You can be relied on. You're reliable. You're somebody that says what they mean and means what they say. And don't let anybody take your integrity from you. Don't let anybody, don't care if they make fun of it. Don't care if they think you're acting like a schmo. Keep your integrity. Keep your integrity at all times. That is a really good attribute that people admire. Be interested in being interesting. If you are not able to have good conversations, then there's a lot of joy you're going to miss in life if you can't have good conversations. I love good conversations. I like to read biographies. I like to watch documentaries. I like to talk to other people. I like to hear from people from all over, just all kinds of different ideas. I love to hear new ideas. It makes me think, and I try to understand other people's experiences. I'm only one way. I'm the way I am. I was an accident of birth. This is the way I am. I will never change. I don't know how it is to be anything else or anybody else, but by talking to other people and reading other things and reading about other people's lives and listening to what other people say and listening to other people when they want to share their feelings, it's a great way to learn things, and it's a great way to expand your world. It not only keeps you occupied and expands your world, but it gives you intelligence and interesting things to say in conversation with other people, interesting things that you can share with other people. And that's good. I think if people shared more, talked to each other more, were flat out honest and talked about things and tried to understand things that they don't understand about other people, things could get a lot simpler. A lot simpler. So be interested in being interesting. Make your life an interesting life. Make your life fun. Be a good conversationalist. By listening, you can learn a lot, and it's very interesting. Don't fake it till you make it. Make it. Make it now. Create your life just the way you are, flaws and all. There's no need to fake it. Boy, I'll tell you, for that 12 or 14 years, I sure as hell didn't fake it. Everything was real. It was as real as it could be. And when I knew that, all this was happening to me and I was so overwhelmed, and I never thought that I would be where I am now. I never thought I'd be at Lost Recording Studio. I never thought that I'd be sitting here boring Derek and telling you all my stories. But you never know how things are going to turn out. Admire yourself. Look at these struggles that you went through and see them as wins, because they are wins. See every day that you make it, and every day that you're happy, and every day that you go forward. See it as a win. You don't have to fake it till you make it. Make it now. So that's my story. That's a little bit about what's been happening with me and how I have gotten through the last few years and still am the Real American Cougar. Proud of it. Proud of all of you that are still out there struggling, going, single, mature women, single guys, people that are just going at it, keeping moving forward. We can only do the best we can. Keep moving forward. Admire yourself. It's okay. Good night, guys. Peace out.